Hey Crushers, what's up? Welcome back to Crusher X Gaming. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we've got something insane coming your way today. Crushers, 2026 is shaping up to be the craziest year for gaming we've seen in a long time. We're talking about 6 massive game releases that are about to change everything, from mobile gaming to competitive Pokémon to epic fantasy adventures. I've done the deep research on every single one of these, including exactly how they're going to monetize and what the community is saying about them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's coming, how much you might need to spend, and what thousands of players already think. Plus, stick around for giveaway announcements and exclusive channel member shoutout. Alright, let's break down these upcoming games by release window, starting with the earliest arrivals in 2026. We're going in chronological order so you know exactly when to expect each one, and more importantly, what you're actually paying for. Let's go, Crushers! First up in early 2026, and this one's been highly anticipated, is Neverness to Everness, or NTE, developed by Hoda Studio. After years of waiting and multiple beta phases, this urban fantasy action RPG is finally dropping sometime in the first quarter of 2026, likely between January and March. We don't have an exact date yet, but global closed beta signups are open until January 24th, so if you want to test it out, the window is closing fast. Here's what makes NTE special, Crushers. Imagine an open-world game set in a breathtaking urban environment filled with supernatural elements. You're getting life simulation features, think living your daily life in this gorgeous city, mixed with high-octane action combat and driving sequences. The verticality and exploration is insane. You can traverse the world by tearing down city streets or taking to the skies. This is one of those games where every frame looks cinematic, and the community has been waiting so long for this. The game launches on PC, iOS, Android, and PlayStation 5, so you've got options depending on your platform preference. Now, here's the monetization breakdown, Crushers, and this is where NTE is getting some serious love from the community. The game uses a gacha system to acquire characters, but here's the kicker. There is no 50-50 system. You know that heartbreak in other gacha games where you pull for a limited character and get something else instead? That's gone here. Every limited banner character you pull is guaranteed to be the featured character. That's a massive deal for player-friendly monetization. The community is calling this one of the most fair gacha systems to date. Your hard pity is around 90 pulls, with a 1.88% S-tier pull rate, meaning you can expect to get a top-tier character within roughly 70 pulls on average. The game is expected to give out 50 to 60 free pulls per update, and there's no weapon banner, just character acquisition. Time-saving cosmetics and skins are expected, but the core gameplay isn't locked behind a paywall. Community feedback is overwhelmingly positive. Players who are frustrated with Genshin Impact's 50-50 system and brutal pity rates are seriously considering jumping ship to NTE. The transparency around the gacha system is being praised as the gold standard. The only concern floating around is optimization. The game's stunning graphics are demanding on lower-end devices, which could alienate free-to-play players who don't have high-end phones or PCs. But overall, community sentiment is that Hoda Studios is actually listening and building something fair. If you're into narrative-driven action RPGs with a supernatural twist, and you're tired of predatory gacha systems, Neverness to Everness is absolutely on your radar for 2026. Next, we've got UnGodly, a dark fantasy action RPG from Azra Games, coming to mobile and PC in 2026. This one's for the hardcore RPG fans, Crushers. If you're looking for something edgy, with a darker aesthetic and intense fantasy world building, UnGodly is positioning itself as that alternative. The game is heading to iOS, Android, and PC via Steam and Epic Games. While details are still somewhat limited compared to other releases on this list, the developers have been pretty clear that 2026 is the year this dark fantasy adventure comes to life. On the monetization side, UnGodly is free to play with what we expect to be a cosmetic-heavy model, though specific details haven't been publicly shared yet. Dark fantasy aesthetics typically mean cosmetics are a big part of the appeal, so expect cosmetic skins, weapon designs, and visual customization to drive revenue. Community feedback is cautious. Because UnGodly is a niche title and information is limited, the community is taking a wait-and-see approach. There's some skepticism about longevity in the incredibly saturated gacha market, where hundreds of games are competing for attention. That said, the dark fantasy appeal attracts hardcore RPG enthusiasts who are willing to give lesser-known titles a shot. The community consensus? It's a wild card. Could be your new favorite game, could disappear in 6 months. Only time will tell. Add it to your wish list on Steam now. 2026 upcoming games like this fly under the radar sometimes, but they often surprise people with quality. All right, Crushers, now we're talking about something that's got serious AAA energy. Limit Zero Breakers, developed by Vic Game Studios and published by NCSoft, is coming to PC, iOS, and Android in the first half of 2026. And this anime action RPG is absolutely stacked. Picture this. You're sailing through the floating islands of Seraphia on an airship, searching for the legendary library of the gods. Your team of breakers is hunting for answers, battling massive monsters, and exploring dungeons. But here's what sets this apart. The combat is fast-paced and incredibly tactical. Timing is everything. You've got to dodge, parry, and counterattack with precision. And then there's break mode, a cinematic feature that triggers intense finishers that turn every major battle into a spectacular anime moment. The voice acting is professional grade too. You've got legendary voice actors like Yusuke Kobayashi, Hikaru Tono, and Aimi Tanaka bringing these characters to life. And the opening animation? MAPPA, the same studio behind some of anime's most visually stunning shows, is handling that. This game feels premium, Crushers. Closed beta registration just opened on December 4th, with the test happening in the first quarter of 2026, so the full release is coming in that first half window. Here's the monetization model. Limit Zero Breakers uses a gacha-based system for character and weapon acquisition. You'll be pulling on standard and limited banners, with cosmetics like character skins and weapon designs available. There's a battle pass system, which is pretty standard for anime action RPGs. NCSoft is the publisher, and they're known for live service games, so expect a mature monetization ecosystem. Now, here's what the community is saying, Crushers, and it's mixed. Reddit discussions show that NCSoft games typically have long lifespans, which is good news. The bad news? Community enthusiasm tends to decline rapidly after launch, with the endgame often becoming dominated by whales, players who spend heavily. There's concern about a whale-focused design that could create a steep power gap for free-to-play and casual players. That said, the community is also hyped about the production quality. The anime-style presentation, professional voice acting, and MAPPA's involvement have people genuinely excited. The sentiment is cautiously optimistic. The gameplay and presentation look incredible, but we're not sure how aggressive NCSoft will be with monetization long-term. Some players are drawing comparisons to Granblue Fantasy Relink, saying Limit Zero Breakers has a similar vibe, but with a more action-focused combat system. The takeaway? If you're into anime-style action RPGs and you're okay with spending some money to stay competitive in endgame content, this is the game to watch in 2026. Moving right along, and this one's huge for competitive Pokémon fans. We've got Pokémon Champions, releasing in 2026 for Nintendo Switch, Switch 2, iOS, and Android. This game is different because it's not about catching and collecting. It's all about battling. Pokémon Champions is designed as a pure PvP competitive experience. Your whole focus is assembling powerful teams, mastering battle mechanics, and dominating trainer matches. The best part? You can bring your existing Pokémon from Pokémon Home into your team composition, so your years of grinding and collecting actually matter. Here's something massive that makes this relevant to competitive Pokémon. Starting in 2026, Pokémon Champions will be the official VGC software for the Pokémon World Championships. That's right, competitive players worldwide will be using this game during Championship Series events and Worlds. That's not just an upcoming game release, that's the future of competitive Pokémon gaming. The game is designed for cross-platform support, meaning Switch players and mobile players can compete together. Now here's where it gets interesting on the monetization front, Crushers. Because the Pokémon Company hasn't fully revealed the pricing strategy yet, and the community is debating it hard. The game is being labeled as free to start, which means it'll be free to try, but the exact model is still unclear. There will be a paid digital version coming to Nintendo Switch and Switch 2, but the price hasn't been announced. Interestingly, the Pokémon Company has confirmed that the in-game currency, VP, Vitality Points, cannot be purchased with real money. You earn it through ranked battles. That's actually a huge statement about fairness. The community is split on this, Crushers, and here's why. The biggest question is whether a paywall will hurt the growth of the Pokémon competitive scene. Reddit discussions show that competitive players are worried a paid entry fee could deter casual players from joining VGC. After all, Pokémon Showdown has been free forever, and it's got a massive community. Will players pay to play champions when they can compete for free elsewhere? That's the million-dollar question. The positive side? The Pokémon Company explicitly stated that VP currency won't be purchasable, which means you won't have a straight pay-to-win scenario like other competitive games. The concern is more about cosmetics and cosmetic-based monetization. Trainer outfits, Pokeball designs, that kind of thing. But again, full details are TBD. Community sentiment: cautiously optimistic, but nervous. Competitive players want this to succeed, but they're worried about poor monetization decisions killing VGC growth. The consensus is, free-to-play is the way to go for a competitive game, but we'll see what TPC decides. Whether you're a casual player or aspiring competitive champion, Pokémon Champions in 2026 is essential to watch. Next up, Crushers, Final Fantasy XIV Mobile. This is a big one because it brings the full MMORPG experience to your phone. Developed by Square Enix with Tencent's Lightspeed Studios, Final Fantasy XIV Mobile launched in China back in June 2025, and the global release is coming in 2026, likely in that first or second quarter. Here's what makes this not a watered-down mobile game. This is a full-fledged MMO optimized for mobile play. You're getting the story from A Realm Reborn, the base game of Final Fantasy XIV Fifth. You can play as one of 5 races: Hure, Elezen, Lalafell, Mikote, and Rogadin, and switch between 9 different battle jobs. You can run dungeons, participate in seasonal events, engage in real-time battles with other players, and yes, even do leisurely activities like fishing and triple triad at the Gold Saucer. Here's the part that separates this from so many other mobile MMOs, Crushers, and it's massive. There is no gacha mechanic. This is not a pay-to-win loot box game. That's Square Enix and Naoki Yoshida saying, "We're bringing you a quality MMORPG without the predatory gacha systems that plague mobile games." You can enjoy this as a free-to-play player and experience everything the core game has to offer without feeling forced to gamble your money away on gacha pulls. But here's where we need to be honest about monetization, Crushers. The global version launched in China just got hit with some criticism. The game is free to play with no gacha, which is the win. But, and this is important, there is an aggressive premium currency system. You can buy currency bundles ranging from $1 all the way up to around $90. The catch? The bundle sizes are strategically designed to force you to spend more than you need. For example, cosmetic outfits cost 12,800 crystals, but the currency bundles are either 9,800, under what you need, or 19,800, more than you need. So if you want one outfit, you're buying currency you won't use. This is a practice called currency rounding, and players have called it predatory. Same thing applies to mounts and other cosmetics. There's also a battle pass on top of this, free and premium tiers, with cosmetics that, honestly, already exist in the original game's MOG station, so you're paying twice for glamour prisms and dyes. Community feedback is split, Crushers. On one hand, players are genuinely relieved and excited that there's no gacha. That's huge. No random loot boxes, no gambling mechanics. That alone puts this way above most mobile MMOs. That's a win. On the other hand, the community is criticizing the monetization approach as predatory. The currency rounding, the battle pass filled with cosmetics that shouldn't cost money, the aggressive bundle pricing. Reddit threads are calling it slop and saying they'd rather take the original MOG station pricing. Some players, because this is coming from Tencent, a company known for aggressive mobile monetization in China, are skeptical this will stay consumer-friendly. The silver lining? Director Naoki Yoshida actually made a statement saying the team's goal is not to maximize money extraction. They want players to enjoy the game long-term and make just enough money to sustain it. That's a refreshing philosophy compared to other mobile MMOs. The takeaway: Final Fantasy XIV Mobile is the closest thing you'll get to a real MMORPG on mobile with zero gacha. But expect to pay for cosmetics if you want a glamorous Warrior of Light. Warriors of Light, 2026 is the year you can take Eorzea with you everywhere. Just keep your wallet close. Global release is expected early to mid-2026. And finally, Crushers, we can't talk about major gaming in 2026 without mentioning Destiny Rising. Yes, this game technically launched way back in August 2025, but NetEase just revealed a massive 6-month roadmap that extends through early 2026, and there's so much content coming that it deserves a spot on this list. We're talking about new seasonal content, multiple campaign updates, a brand new tower defense game mode, and a whole new destination called the Red Sea Rift dropping throughout early 2026. Seasons 3 and 4 are bringing new characters, exotic weapons, and major system overhauls. If you bounced off Destiny Rising at launch, 2026 is when the game is hitting its stride. NetEase is clearly committed to this title, and the roadmap shows they've been listening to community feedback. On the monetization side, here's what you're looking at with Destiny Rising. The core system is gacha-based character acquisition with standard and limited banners. But here's what makes it player-friendly compared to games like Genshin Impact. You get a 100% pity guarantee at 60 pulls on limited banners. No 50-50 coin flip. That means you're guaranteed the character you want within 60 pulls. That's a huge difference from other gacha games where you might hit 90 pulls and still not get the character you want. The Battle Pass is super affordable. $5 for the standard version and $10 for the premium version, which is lower than most gacha games that charge $10 to $15 for battle passes. There's no weapon banner, which saves you resources. Monthly subscription options exist for premium currency, and cosmetics are available but not mandatory for gameplay. Community feedback on Destiny Rising's monetization is generally positive, Crushers. Players appreciate the affordable battle pass and the guaranteed pity system. The gacha rates are seen as way more friendly than Genshin or HSR. There's good free-to-play viability in the early game. You can genuinely progress without spending money. But, and this is important, the community has concerns about long-term free-to-play sustainability. After you finish the main campaign, progression slows down significantly. The devs are releasing new characters at a pace that's faster than what free-to-play players can acquire resources for, which means eventually you'll need to spend money to stay competitive. Some players call this pay for power, not pay to win, which is fair. There's also cautious optimism that NetEase addressed one of the most hated systems, Pinnacle Energy, with a new version that offers more freedom and fewer restrictions. The community is watching how that plays out. Overall sentiment: Destiny Rising has one of the more fair gacha systems in the market, but long-term spending is expected if you want to stay current with content. The 2026 roadmap is exciting, and if you're into sci-fi action RPG shooting mechanics, this is already live and thriving with plenty of new content on the horizon. Alright Crushers, that's the 2026 gaming lineup. 6 incredible releases with different monetization models, all with their own strengths and quirks. The good news? You've got plenty of options, whether you're free to play, a light spender, or someone willing to invest in your favorite game. But before we wrap up, I've got some announcements for you that I'm genuinely excited about. First up, we're announcing the winner of our previous $50 giveaway. Huge congratulations to Nezuko. DM me on Discord to claim your prize. If you didn't win this time, don't worry. We've got something even bigger coming right now. That's right, Crushers. We're running a new exclusive giveaway, and this one's special. We're giving away $100 total, split between 2 lucky channel members. That's $50 each for 2 winners, and this is exclusively for Crusher X Gaming channel members. How does it work? If you're a channel member, thank you by the way, you're automatically entered. If you're not a member yet, stick around for the next minute because I'm about to tell you exactly why you need to join. The drawing will happen next week, and we'll announce the winners right here on the channel. 2 of you are about to get $50 each, just for supporting what we're building here. Channel members, you already know you made the right call. Real talk for a second, Crushers. The channel members we have right now, you guys are the foundation of everything we do here. When you join, you're not just getting access to exclusive giveaways like this $100 drop. You're becoming part of a community that's growing every single day. You're supporting content creation, deep research, and in-depth analysis of games like the ones we just covered. You're helping us make Crusher X Gaming the best gaming channel it can be. If gaming content like this, research-backed, thorough, no BS, is something you value, then membership is the way to show support and get something back. We're building something special here, and we want you to be part of it. Whether you're a longtime member, a solid supporter watching every video, or thinking about joining, thank you. Thank you for watching, thank you for being Crushers, and thank you for letting us do what we love. Now go check out those 2026 games, mark your calendars, pre-register for the ones that are open, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay crushing, Crushers! Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. We've got more gaming content, exclusive reviews, and huge giveaways coming your way in 2026. Thanks for watching, Crushers. Let's get it.